At some point today, you will forget everything you did, except that one day, none of it will matter because you will be gone. What if you knew exactly when your life would end? Would you love differently? Would you still chase the things you are chasing now? Here is the shocking part. Humans may have understood death tens of thousands of years before the first cities, kings,
or written words ever existed. And that realization may have changed the entire human story. Animals react to death. Elephants have been seen touching the bones of dead companions. Some primates stay near dead infants. Crows even gather around fallen birds. But humans do something different. We do not just react to death.
we imagine our own. Somewhere deep in prehistory, our ancestors may have realized something terrifying and uniquely powerful. One day, I will be the body on the ground. Scientists cannot point to one exact moment when this happened. There was no ancient diary saying, "Today, I discovered mortality." But the clues are everywhere. And some of the oldest clues are buried beneath our feet. Thousands of years ago, humans began deliberately burying their dead, not simply leaving bodies behind. They placed them carefully into graves. Some were buried with tools, jewelry, food, or objects that may have carried personal meaning. At ancient sites, researchers have also discovered red ochre, a natural red pigment used around human remains. And in some prehistoric burials, evidence suggests flowers or plants may have been placed with the dead. Imagine that. A person dies. Others gather around. They dig into the earth. They place something beautiful beside someone who can no longer see it. Why? Because the living understood that the dead person was gone. But perhaps they also believed that death was not the complete end. That simple act may be one of humanity's earliest expressions of memory, grief, and hope. Once humans understood mortality, life itself became more meaningful. Art could preserve a face. Stories could preserve a name. Children could carry memories of grandparents they never met. People could build something they would never live to see finished. Death may have helped create the idea of legacy. Think about America today. A musician wants their songs remembered. An inventor wants their creation to outlive them. A parent saves photographs for their children. A person signs their name beneath something they built. Why? Because somewhere inside us is the ancient desire to say, "I was here." Death did not only create fear, it created urgency. It may have pushed humans toward love, creativity, ambition, storytelling, and civilization itself. Different cultures imagined different answers about what happens after death. In ancient Egypt, death was often viewed as a journey into another existence, with elaborate tombs, rituals, and preparations for the afterlife. Ancient Romans remembered the dead through monuments, inscriptions, and family traditions. And prehistoric communities, long before them, created burial practices whose exact meanings remain mysteries. Their beliefs were different, but the question was remarkably similar. What happens after this? Humanity has been asking that question for thousands of years. And then came the strange part. Modern America has medicine, hospitals, funeral homes, insurance, cemeteries, and countless ways to manage death. Yet, we often avoid talking about it. We change the subject. We soften the words. We say someone passed away. Technology can make us feel like death belongs somewhere else, but it does not.
The ancient human question is still sitting quietly inside every modern life. Here is the mind-blowing part. Every person you have ever loved will eventually become a memory. And one day, so will you. But that is not only a dark thought. It may be the reason today matters. The ancient human who placed flowers beside a grave was doing something incredibly modern. They were saying, "You mattered." Thousands of years later, we are still saying the same thing. So now I want to ask you, do you think about your own mortality? And has knowing that one day you will die changed the way you live? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to uncover more mysteries hidden inside human history, subscribe to Dark Archive. Because sometimes the darkest question reveals the deepest truth about being alive.